Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 came out in 1987. I believe at first it was just going to be, let's re-edit the first movie and re-release it. Then like, well, let's use like 40 minutes of the first movie, and then we'll do like 40 minutes of another movie, our movie, and blend it together. Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. And technically, you could say the first one is the best of these films. But I gotta admit, this is my favorite. This is my personal favorite of the bunch. And here's why. Because if I ever want to watch Silent Night, Deadly Night 1, I could watch Part 2, get all the highlights of Part 2, and then watch the greatest joy of seeing Eric Freeman's performance. Garbage Day! But not just that, but from Fuck Off, Doc, or Shoot, It's Your Dime. Eh, I hated that fucking place. It just, I don't sleep. Hey, why don't you let it out? Here it comes. His performance, yeah, it's bad, but it's entertained the ever-loving hell out of me. I wish Eric Freeman was in that fucking new Predator movie, because it would have made it fucking better. Eric Freeman versus a Predator. I would see that fucking movie more than the piece of dog shit we got recently of Predator film. Eric Freeman versus Predator. When he's going on that rampage at the end, well, near the end, and he makes the cop shoot himself. He gets done. He shoots someone. It's like, motherfucker. I love it. I can't help it. Oh my god, man. I think how some people view The Room, I haven't seen The Room, but I've seen so much footage from The Room. I've seen The Disaster Artist. Like, this would probably be like my version of The Room, would be Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, to enjoy on that angle. Because it's, okay, the setup, Eric Freeman is the younger brother of the character in the first movie. And he's in a doctor's office. He's a psychiatrist. He's been arrested. I don't know how long he's been there. And for the first 40 minutes, he's just telling the doctor his story. And I think one of his first lines is like, fuck off, Doc. And he pretty much retells the first movie. Like how the parents got killed, even though he was a baby. Even the doctor asked, how do you possibly remember all that? Because I was there. Okay. Uh, Talking about the orphanage and how horrible Mother Superior was. Once again, we see a lot of flashbacks to the first movie. Do you dream, Ricky? I don't sleep. Maybe we're just jerking off here then. Huh? You're a good doc, but I know all the moves. I could squash you like a bug. I don't know, it's entertaining. I'm like, he's going for it. It's not sleepwalking. It's not being bored. It's fucking like, people who purposely make a bad movie could not make a performance as entertaining as that. That's the problem when people who try to make a bad film. Some of them succeed, like Black Dynamite. And was trying to make a bad film is blaxploitation, but it puts in the mistakes. Like Black Diamond is a great movie. I reviewed that not that long ago on my channel. Like Black Diamond is great, but a lot of times when they try to make the bad movie on purpose, they just fall on their face. Like the Sharknado movies. I'll take this movie and this performance out of anything from any of the Sharknado movies. Because I think what it is that it's. I mean, I know there's a Blu-ray coming out. I'm curious about it because I don't have the film. I had a DVD-R. It didn't work anymore, so I found to watch on Dailymotion. I would actually like to pick it up. The Blu-ray. I'm curious what the features are. I think that's coming out this year from Stream Factory. But yeah, I think it's because I don't know. Maybe they'll tell us it was all on purpose to be a comedy parody, but part of me is like, no, they were innocent. They were sincere. Like this was, it was the Room Troll 2 where but okay, I'm stopping myself because at the same time when the more further and further like were they pretty much doing a parody of the first film with some of the stuff like okay, let me get back. I'll get back to that. In the first half, the 40 minutes, they wrap that up, and then he talks about his story. And he was in a nice foster family, which that was cool. It's not the typical, oh, he was in a shitty foster family, he got abused from that. It was a nice little change of pace. That the foster family was nice. And he sees this woman getting date raped, and he runs over the guy like 50 times, going back and forth. And then the woman sees all this and is like, thank you, and goes off. I'm like, well, she's smart because you don't want to piss the guy off. So I was going to make fun of that, but I'm like, you know what? That was actually, and she was alive, that character, so she was a smart one. Going too fast for you, Doc? Red car. Good points. I love Eric Freeman, that character just being like so many movies I fucking hate. Like maybe they could be helped by Eric Freeman being in there. Like the fuck, man. He sees one guy beat up another. He kills him, and this is what I was getting back to. Like, is this a parody? Because he kills this guy who is a bad guy, stabbing him with an umbrella, and then the umbrella opens. Or later on, he puts jumper cables in a guy's mouth that shocks it so much it blows out his eyeballs and as well as his sunglasses. They're watching a movie, and the movie playing is a scene from the first movie. Him and this new girl he likes on a date. And then there's a guy who keeps talking and saying how like this movie sucks. And he grabs the guy, and it cuts away to the girl looking bad, and it cuts back, and you just see guys' legs failing and popcorn. I'm like, maybe they were trying to be a comedy with this. Don't you think? When you see some of the stuff, like when the girlfriend sees her ex-boyfriend get killed by putting jumper cables in his mouth. So I mean, like outrageous death scenes like that. The girl yells at Ricky, and Ricky's like, "Punish!" And the girl literally gulps audibly. Uh-oh. Like something you would see in a cartoon. Like, uh-oh. I'm like, something else is going on here. There has to be something to this. Maybe I'm giving too much credit. There has to be something to this. Some rhyme or reason. You have to literally put in the sound effect of a gulp. You literally have. I mean, part of me wonders they had to have been having some fun with this. There must be something to this. I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm going out on a limb here. So he showed his family, his foster family, kills a couple people who were assholes or date rapists, meets a girl, falls in love, go to the movie theater, they watch a scene from the first movie, fucks up the guy who's talking too much. The ex-boyfriend tries to hit on the girl, kills him. Then the girl yells at him, so Ricky strangles her, and that's where he goes on his rampage. Like, garbage day! Shoots a guy. Deputy Doofy, whatever the fuck you want to call him, comes in, makes him shoot himself with his own gun. Good stunt where he shoots and the car flips over, and when it flips over on its side, it's like this far away from the guy as it goes by. Literally, it slides, and the guy like this. It's pretty dangerous. Almost hits the fucking guy. And that's why he got into this asylum, wherever we're at. But then by the time it comes back, the doctor's dead. Mother Superior, which is not the same actress as the first movie, because they showed her scenes from the first movie in this movie. Although character-wise, she was a real bitch in the first movie, so technically her character does get killed in this. And I doubt you don't get that actress back. I don't know, maybe they didn't try. I don't know. They find that nun and her head has popped off. Ricky gets shot a few times, but then he opens his eyes and lives. And then there's a fucking character named Ricky Caldwell, and this piece of shit, although it looks, I'm like, really? That's supposed to be the same as this guy? And then there's a, Clint Howard plays a character named Ricky Caldwell in part 4. I'm like, that's supposed to be this guy? But yeah, I'd easily watch this film over part 3, part 4, part 5, which I'll get to these pieces of shit. Actually, these movies I don't mind on this. That's why I bought it for. But this piece of shit I'll get to next. But this film, again, I did a greatest hits of the first movie, so I didn't just watch that instead of the first movie. Although I do like the first movie. I'm just saying you get all the highlights. Probably the only highlight you don't get is that scene. I don't think that's in one of the flashbacks. The crazy asshole grandpa. And then you get the marvel of Eric Freeman. Like, like if shitty movies I saw, like the Star Crystal, not the Dark Crystal, this is a different movie. Star Crystal. Dark Crystal's a good movie. Star Crystal, Jesus Christ. Just look up the Star Crystal, Remember Our Life, you'll know what I'm talking about. Or all these other shit. If they had someone like Eric Freeman in that kind of performance, like, hey, how's it going, Doc? What's up? Come on. What are we doing? Jerking off in here? We're just jerking around. I can't say how much I love that. I mean, it is a bad movie. If you look at it and break it down, yes, it is a bad movie. But this is an instance where people call out with this movie. No, I sincerely love this movie. I think it's a damn good movie. How people view this, I guess, is how I view this. In that entertainment factor. And that's why this is not a rant, and Eric Freeman is the reason why this is my favorite of the Silent Night Deadly Night movies. It's a memorable, entertaining performance that I get a kick out of anytime I see it. So, not just for the garbage day line, but for all the stuff he does. It's so pushing it over the top that just it's almost genius. So thanks for watching. Take care. Definitely curious about the upcoming Blu-ray. And see you guys later. Bye-bye.